Hello, guys. It's Anthony Bandier here, bringing a roadside chat for Blue to Gold. This question deals with the odor of methamphetamine and searches. Okay, so the officer says, "Hey, I'm out here in South Carolina, and odor of marijuana is still probable cause of search." Okay, that's good to go. So where I work, though, meth is also very prevalent. I've been exposed to enough of it that I can recognize the odor if they've recently smoked methamphetamine. Obviously, with articulation, subject appearance, common items associated with methamphetamine use, that odor be probable cause? For more reference, typically it's almost like the odor of ammonia cat urine, not a typical odor amongst the everyday driver. Okay, well, to answer the question, the answer is yes, right? So let's lay down some groundwork here. So we have a ton of cases where marijuana, the odor of raw or raw marijuana especially, or burnt marijuana, where you can articulate that they've been smoking in that car, before right before you stop them, is PC to search that vehicle. Now, of course, change the state, change the answer. The odor of raw marijuana in California, Nevada, Washington, and so forth is not going to get you a search because that's recreational use is legal there. But we still use those cases to help us support what we're trying to do here, right? And regardless, they give us guidelines about what we're going to do here. Now, that's the first thing. Now, the other thing is that if you're going to articulate that the smell of it is that they have smoked, methamphetamine in that vehicle, I'm seeing more and more cases today with the smoking and driving cases where the courts don't want the cop just to articulate that he believes that they smoked in the vehicle, right? The smell of burnt marijuana. They also want articulation about why do you believe that there's still evidence of that crime in that car. I guess what I'm trying to say is, could somebody smoke in their garage and smoke marijuana because they have a roommate that doesn't like the smell? But then, wait a little while, and then drive that vehicle, leave their marijuana at the house, and then drive that vehicle, get pulled over for speeding, whatever, and and then you smell it, right? The court doesn't want just you go into court and say, "Hey, there's evidence of burnt marijuana." They also want some like here and now stuff. That's what I keep saying, like, where's the here and now evidence? Obviously, if they told you, yeah, I was at the park and I just smoked marijuana, that's clearly here and now. Maybe they actually appear under the influence. You also may have a DUI investigation. Maybe they also have prior charges of, breaking the law with their possession and so forth. You see something in plain view. You see smoke actually coming out of the vehicle. That definitely is a great here and now factor. They're lying to you. You can clearly smell the marijuana, but they say no, I don't smoke marijuana. There's never been marijuana in this car. That deception can also indicate that they're up to criminal activity. The point is, that's what I would want. Now, the smell of methamphetamine, it would be my presumption, even though I can't back this up with anything scientific, but it's my presumption that the odor of methamphetamine doesn't stick around and it's not as pungent as marijuana. Again, I could be wrong. That's just my impression of that because I just in my career I personally have never experienced smelling methamphetamine, but I was also not highly trained in it like this officer here in South Carolina. But the point is, I think that benefits us. I think the fact that the methamphetamine smell is not as pungent, and so therefore, if you're still smelling it, that to me indicates that there actually is more methamphetamine in the car. I'll also tell you that when I was teaching one of my classes, and I talked about this cat urine smell. Somebody told me, "Hey, look, if you can smell it, that usually is a good indicator that they have a lot of it, right? Whereas marijuana, you could have a joint, a couple grams, and it really still smells pretty strong. But not with methamphetamine. You would need a fairly large amount to smell it. If that's true, and the officer believes that, then that's part of the articulation. Now we have smell does get PC, listen, but some pro advice. Now the next thing is, can we search the vehicle? Well, you know that the motor vehicle exception allows a warrantless search if we have probable cause. We just talked about that. The vehicle is readily mobile. That's that reduced expectation of privacy. The mobility of the vehicle doesn't give us exigency. It gives us reduced expectation of privacy. And that's why we, modern day searches of motor vehicles are based on a reduced expectation of privacy. Number three, the vehicle, we can't have the vehicle on curtilage. If it is, then the motor vehicle exception doesn't apply. And number four is you search it as if you had a warrant. Well, look, if you went to go get a drug warrant, that would allow you to do a pretty comprehensive search. But the point is, if you have the PC, now you have the motor vehicle exception, you should be good to go. I hope this has helped you understand the law a little better out there. If you like what we're doing out here, please like, subscribe, share with your friends. And until next time, my friends, you stay safe.